We are back. We got the whatever this show is called. We're back again. Today we have the man known as Fat Thor, though he's not so fat anymore.
No, we've actually been
Dakota.
having this conversation that if I get in much better shape, it's going to be just regular Thor.
Yeah.
We're making fun of what Elijah said. Yeah.
So we got
Actually, I think it was Colin.
Lee Spurgeon on with us today as well, the coach over at Ascend Boxing, right?
Yeah, we call ourselves out. Yeah, we.
I didn't know if you were guys. I didn't know where I got you today. If you were at the Viper Pit or what.
No, we're not about good.
So, man, you're coming off of a good win. Actually, several good wins, and then coming into a big fight with a former college football player and Tyler Householder. It's going to be Tyler's first time fighting here, and after we've lost a couple fights, you guys are now the main event of the event. So, regular Thor to Begley versus Tyler Householder in the main event.
Yeah, we're just gonna start putting Thor that way. It's not a bad Thor.
No, I'm just gonna say regular Thor. Like we're gonna add the word regular.
I don't care what you say. You call me what you want. I'll go with it.
Old school Thor.
The original.
The original Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about how your camp has been going for this fight, and then we're a week out.
I mean, the same as always. You got this dick over here, like putting me through hell every damn week. So it's like, I'm the only one that don't get a break because I'm the one that's fighting. So the whole time we're going through rounds, we're going through mitts, we're going through sparring, we're going through drills. I'm the guy that don't get a break. They'll have like number, everybody say 8 man's out this round, but I don't get a number. I just get to continue to go.
And you've always got something coming up. So you finish one fight, on to the next one.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the plan. I mean, eventually, in time, the plan is to go pro, and given where we live at and things, you just got to take what you can get.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to do it as fast as you can, get them in there. That's like I was actually supposed to fight the tough man this weekend. That would have been 4 or 5, but I didn't get to do it.
That would have been a long trip to Begley. It was about from Hazard, probably 5-6 hours.
My house in Hyden, it was like 4 hours and 15 minutes.
4 hours, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember that I used to drive from Logan, West Virginia to Hazard. I swear back in the day it felt like it was a lot longer, but I think they've got some new roads now. So
4 hours is still a long time to me.
Yeah, it feels like it was like 3.5, but I GPSed it the other day and it was like 2 hours and 8 minutes. I was like, man, it did not take 2 hours back when I was driving there, but this was also like 20 years ago. So
yeah. The potholes are still there.
The what?
Yeah. The bottles are still there near Ashland.
Wow, I was fighting at what was that place called? I guess it was just the National Guard Armory in Hazard.
Yeah.
And they used to have fights there the first Saturday of every month up until I believe it was up until the state legalized MMA because they didn't have to have any kind of insurance or anything up before that.
Yeah.
He stopped around 2014.
14, so he did it 6 years after. Okay. I didn't know they went that long. I hadn't fought there since 2008.
I was his last 155 champion.
Heck yeah. Then he did some fights in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, he had some in Tennessee too, but I think his Hazard show was a moneymaker.
Yeah, dude, every time I went, the place was like completely packed to the wall, people standing around the walls because the chairs were full. If you wanted a chair, you had to get there early. And then they were pulling people out of the crowd for the fights too. Like somebody would buy. That's something we can't do now. I mean, could you imagine if we get down here and like Tyler breaks his toe warming up backstage? We just come out on the microphone. Does anybody want to come out and fight Dakota Begley in the main event tonight? And then somebody raised their hand like, hell yeah, get him some gloves. That's how it was, man. That was it was fun. They would have like 20 fights scheduled. They'd end up with 40.
Shit.
You tell all your buddy, like you're driving down there and two of you have a fight, but you're going with like 10 guys. It was like, all right, everybody bring gear just in case. You might get to fight.
Most time you weren't even fighting the guy you were supposed to fight. Come down to fight Donald Duck and you're fighting Mighty Mouse.
That,
wish it was
dude, I never caught the name of the guy I fought first, but all I remember was he was 3-0. Is he 3-0 or 4-0? I think he was 3-0 because they thought he was going to beat me to be 4-0 because he was saying when he went 4-0 he was going to go pro, and but he was real hairy, kind of like George the Animal Steel, but he had a racing stripe shaved down his chest. I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. I never even caught the guy's name. I mean, just like
from my family.
Hey, he was built kind of like you, man. He was strong as hell too.
That's what I'm saying. He sounds like some of my family. It'd be something stupid.
He was from right around Hazard somewhere, around that area.
State police by any chance? Because I think I know who you're talking about.
I don't know, dude. I never got his name.
What about it be a state police to get? Oh my, yeah, that's
that. I mean, it's just like how many people do you know that have a racing stripe shaved in their chest hair?
No,
I don't know. That's if you know a guy, that was probably him.
I don't have a clue.
I don't know.
I think my old training partner beat him via toe stomps that took his belt from him.
Who was it?
My old training partner toe stomped him and broke the guy's foot and took his belt from him. I think I know who you're talking about.
It might have been the same guy.
Yeah,
Heck yeah. I fought a few times there. Last time I fought there, I fought Paul Burns, and he was I think 12-1. His only loss was Greg Maynard at the time, and Greg was my teammate. Well, me and Greg were the whole gym pretty much. Me and Greg were training together every day, but Greg beat him by armbar, and I knocked him out. That was his only 2 losses. Paul was pretty good. Paul the Heat Burns. He trains over at Dayton Vision with Justin Richwine and those guys. See, he was like 5'9", 240. Had some power, was knocking everybody out.
That Bill Gorey, who it is. I don't know.
I was scared to get touched by him, so I just turned it into a grappling match. I was thinking in the back of my head, if this guy touches me, I'm out. So I was just like trying to grab him. But shoot. Yeah, I got off topic there, didn't I? Hell.
We're just here for fun.
Yeah.
Those old days.
Old days. So earlier we were talking about your last fight, and yeah, if you want, man, I can share my screen here and we can play this. Let me turn it back to full speed though. I'm gonna play it in full speed and then we'll slow it down for the finish. Let you talk us through it. Share my screen. All right. All right, Dakota, I'm going to play the video, and this is like an alternate angle. You can just talk us through the fight, what was going through your head, what you're seeing.
Well, the first thing was total confidence because I could just tell by his body language he didn't want to be there. So I went out there and exploited that. And here I kind of ate an illegal knee. It was kind of my fault, really, because I went to stop it, and then I missed it, and it caught me in the cheek.
I'm going to rewind that a little bit there. Almost, well, a little slower than I thought it would. I didn't see got you in the tie clinch. Yep. That first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, he throws it there, and I tried to catch it because, like, they told us in the back illegal knees, but I didn't have no hard feelings about it. I just figured he got excited in the moment, one of them things. He
came from West Virginia, and I'm pretty sure they are allowed to throw knees there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure West Virginia are allowed to knee to the head.
Yeah, they were arguing with us in the crowd about that. I was like, oh, you're an
Yeah,
asshole now,
you can hear
buddy.
on the replay of this fight, there's somebody in the crowd yells, "Do it again."
Whoever's behind me wanted to argue with me about it. I was like, no, they went over in the rules meeting, buddy. Should have listened.
See, here I just come in, I went on the attack because, like, I just knew, like, he wasn't able to deal with pressure. He couldn't deal with it, and that's my whole game. I'm coming forward. I'm coming guns blazing forward. I'm moving. That's my whole game, and he just didn't. He couldn't deal with it, so I just unleashed. I let it fly, and then finally, it's a cheap shot, really, what he threw, but I don't really have any hard feelings about it because, like I said, it's probably like that knee. He was excited in the moment, but even if it was a cheap shot, he paid for it right after.
I'm going to slow that down.
He just got out of the middle, don't he?
Yeah, I want to get back toward the finish there. So yeah, he comes out, does the glove touch, and throws a straight left off of it.
Yeah, I seen it coming. We touched gloves, and I seen him step in, so I went ahead and ducked because I was like, "Well, he's gonna throw it."
Yeah, just kind of clipped the headgear there.
And then I get my foot and I throw the combo we worked for this
Boom.
time. And that was pretty much the end of it because that right hand come over and pretty much bell clapped him on the ear.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of them deals where he was out on his feet, didn't know it till he took that step, and that's when he went down.
Yeah, the first two in that 4-punch combo landed, and the third and fourth didn't. You'll see that left hook though blasted him, and then the right that you threw behind it hit.
Yeah, we just trained it that way because we use it right to where it's if you are on your way down, we're going to make sure you're staying down.
Boom.
Because see right there, he steps and like he loses his footing completely. So like I just kind of think he was out on his feet at that point when he went down.
I need to watch his feet here. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what happened there. Yeah,
we've watched it 1,000 times just watching it.
That left though, man, that left blasted him to start that combo.
That's honestly, that's probably one of my best punches. If not, second best punch I have.
Yeah, that was and that one landed solid, hit him on the chin, and followed it up that right, just a little right hook, landed.
Yeah, see, like the way we trained it, I didn't really have the angle usually working it in sparring and mitts, but it turned out it worked exactly like it does because I hit him to the body. When I come up with the hook is meant to tear the head off, so I tore his head off, and then you come over with the right, and he just happened to be at that right angle when I caught him. I believe it was right in here towards the back of the head.
Yeah.
Right behind that ear.
So yeah, he may have his equilibrium may have been gone. And then when he took that step, just didn't know where he was going with it.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. Guys come back and they throw 2 or 3 punches and be out on their feet, and then just all of a sudden fight plant because they ain't moved their feet yet. Then they take that step and they're out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I figured it was.
I think the last time that happened to me, I was like 14 years old, and I was doing backyard wrestling and jumped off something pretty high and hit my head. And I remember getting up, and I thought I was like taking a step here, but somehow it didn't, and my foot went like a whole other direction and never touched the ground and went back.
Dude, we used to do it all the time. We stayed hurt as kids backyard wrestling. That's all we done.
I broke my clavicle doing I was jumping off of a hillside. I was supposed to have been throwing a sort of frog splash, but I was supposed to miss and hit a barrel or something. Well, I tripped on a rock sticking out of the ground at the top of the hill, so I never even got my lift off, and then I just ended up forward, landed on the ground at the side of my face across my shoulder, and then that clavicle pop, came right up. So it didn't come through the skin, but the skin was like pushing up real far. You can see it pretty good because I was only like, I don't know, probably 140, 145 pounds at the time. I was
Sounds like
14 or
good times in the
15.
neighborhood.
Oh yeah, we did a lot of that, man. We all thought we were going to be the next Cactus Jack or Terry Funk or whatever. And actually, one of our guys did go make it pretty far. I don't know if you follow like wrestling, but a guy named Chance Prophet, Joey Nelson's his name, but he made it. He made it pretty far. He never made it to. He never made it to the WWE, but he's been like everywhere. But he came from our little thing. We were literally wrestling in a big pit beside the river in Logan, West Virginia, and yeah, so Joey did really well with it. We had a few other guys that did some wrestling on like the regional circuit, but like Joey went the furthest out of our group. The only thing I hated was he wouldn't sell moves. You hit him, he just look at you. The rest of us were selling it, and but I guess too, looking back, he was like 19 or 20, and we were all like 14 and 15. So like he didn't want to look weak selling moves to us. So I get it.
Real showman.
Yeah, yeah. He wouldn't give us our moments. We always
Sounds
end
like
up doing these like
brothers.
2-on-1 matches where Joey would beat us.
That's something
Man.
Ken Barrett would do. Go beat up a bunch of kids.
Yeah. Well, you mean he has? Come in here, it's like last sparring, Ken busts a kid's nose, first day on scene.
He signed the waiver though. So
Yeah, yeah. It was like, he signed the waiver though. Don't worry about it.
Good Lord.
We went 30 seconds in to get in training, and we hear. And all of a sudden, we turn around, we see Michael's nose pouring blood. I was like, really?
Kid, he's 14. Calm down.
Yeah, like,
He's like a big silverback gorilla, man. Just got to establish his dominance. Somebody's first day in the gym, you got to let you know who's on top.
that's what he does. He definitely is dominant.
Yep. If anybody brings any kind of ego in the gym, he knocks it out of them real quick, right?
Yeah, they'll either sit there and be a punching bag or fight back. That's what they got to do.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to see what they got in them.
It gets rid of the weak real quick. I tell you that.
Hey, you can't do that. You gotta build the gym up, right?
Yeah. Well, that was the plan, you know.
Like, Ken, come on. I know you told me a few times like we can't get over like a certain number. Like, you guys, Ken, we're trying to get 30 people. We're at 20.
No, we don't even
Chill
have
out
that.
a little bit.
We used to have a class of about 20, and now we're down just a few of us that actually fight.
Yeah.
Because
it happens, man.
They all want to be fighters until the work came.
Yeah. Well, shoot. Maybe I can put on some events over there in Hazard and hide in the area, and maybe it'll grow.
Hey, you got a ticket seller right there.
If you'd come here,
let me pause this rule. Oh, never mind. This is my little girl. Yeah, so we got some ticket sellers. We got you. We got Joe. Maybe we can get Lee back in the ring.
Oh no.
No?
I've tried talking.
I know one way to get Lee in there, and that's sumo.
Yeah, I wanted to do sumo pretty bad. I was excited for it. It didn't happen.
Hey, I still got the Mawashis here in my garage.
We're gonna be honest about this for a minute. So he was signing up to do it, right? But he was gonna swap it out with Calvin that does it with us. That way Calvin come in, didn't expect the sumo, didn't have the sumo match. He'd be like, what? He was gonna switch it up because he's kind of awkward and stuff like that anyways, but it's gonna make it real fun. It was gonna be the greatest thing ever. Greatest thing ever.
If I had the cage this next weekend, we could probably add a few sumo. I don't know how sumo would go in a ring. Hey, hang on one second. I am back. The little girl's wanting me to run her credit card to her so she can go to the gas station. She's not getting my credit card. I'm not trusting a little 12-year-old girl with my credit card. No way.
Just max it out. Nothing
Yeah,
serious.
that's all. It wouldn't take much. It's probably close to maxed out right now. I usually go to pay for something that gets declined. I'm like, hold on, let me make a payment on it. Go pay $100 toward the card, and then like, all right, now let's do it. Let's do it again.
And Joe don't need no purse anyways for his fight.
Oh god.
So, Dakota, what are you gonna do when you get in there and this guy just walks across the ring and punches you right in the face?
I mean, I'm gonna hit him back.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hit him back.
We have a game plan for him, and he's not gonna like it.
There's a game plan that it's
First round.
First round. All right.
That's what we're looking at is first round.
So let me see. I'm looking at the card. We got your buddy Charles Hendricks. He is going to make a comeback. The one hitter quitter. He fought his last fight against Bo Romain. He actually got beat by one hit. But God, Bo's a monster. I want to see you and Bo. That's what I want to see. Bo wasn't available. I want to see you and Bo. Bo wasn't available for this fight, but that's the fight I want to see. But we got Charlie coming back, fighting Antonio Robinson. We don't really know anything about him. Trains on his own. He's a big fan, but he just trains in his living room. So I mean, I don't know what he brings to the table. So he's a big dude, 6'4", 250. And Charles is probably close to that, isn't he? About 6'2", maybe 6'3"?
He's 6'1", 6'2". He's about the same weight. It's pretty even on weight and size.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would ask how you think that one's going to go, but I mean, you've barely seen anything on Antonio. We've seen 5 seconds on Charlie.
I mean, I think it's just going to be one of those. They just going to come out there and they're going to slug and do their thing.
Yeah. He's got those first fight jitters are gone. So Antonio's going to have the first fight jitters. Shoot, I hope it's a good fight, man.
I look for it to be, possibly go the distance, like both of them sit there and actually have to fight together. It'd be good for both of them. But
yeah,
it'll be a tough man style fight.
Yeah, it's about kind of what I figures. It'd be like a tough man style type deal.
Yeah. So speaking of tough man, the two-time tough man champ, Bo Romain, how would you see a fight between you and him going with kickboxing?
When the kickboxing, I mean, we're just
or boxing,
it's something extra for him to have to deal with.
I guess boxing's really your thing. So I mean,
yeah, boxing's really my thing.
So that is definitely a potential matchup. Our heavyweight title is open again. Our champion went pro and signed with another organization, so we won't see him here. But that's open.
Seen that.
Yep, you're on a big run. He's on a big run. That's a fight we might see soon.
I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I know you've been talking about that. You've been wanting to get after a title. You're wanting to.
Oh, I'm coming for a title. You might as well put my name on it. It's coming home with me. It is fucking mine.
Yeah, I don't beat them.
I don't care if I got to walk through whoever to get to it. They're not going to stop me. I'm getting that belt. They want it to have to kill me to get it off of me. That's a fact. I'm coming for it.
Hell yeah.
Because I want someone to expose him and show us what he's doing bad so we can get him to the pros and start making some money off of it. But they all go down too quick.
I'll just start throwing the best we can find at him. I tell you what, I don't know how long you had been working with Lee at the time, that first loss you took. That dude was really good, you fought. But, you could tell that guy was polished. He had probably been training for a while, and then you were brand new, just kind of like a brawler in there trying to figure it out. But, man, you came a long way since then. You're not the same fighter at all. And even since September, right? That was the MMA fight you did.
Yeah,
even since September, man. And I mean, so how long have you been training with Lee now?
I've been training with Lee since I started. That's been what was that, last March of last year?
Yeah.
So
March of last year.
So right now, as good as you are right now, that's only 1 year into
it's only 1 year
doing this.
But
Heck yeah,
you know,
man.
that's also what people don't see. They see
Mm-hmm.
the what can I call it? Not the progress, but the product will say. They see that,
Yeah.
but they don't see me in here 6-7 days a week busting
Yeah.
my balls to do this. You know, that's the
Yeah.
part they don't see.
Yeah. And
So it's like,
that's where it comes from, man. Getting better. You're in there working with a guy that knows what he's doing. And
we got several
you
of
gotta
those
really
now.
and that's awesome. And I mean, in a smaller town to have a guy like him over there opening up a gym, and I hope to see it grow and a lot more guys come through there, because I know that area. There's a lot of tough people in that area, and you teach them how to box, man. I mean, you'll have a good team over there.
Yeah, it's like a guy I work with in London said about over here in the Hazard, Leslie County area. He's like, all you got to do is fuck, fight, and party. I was like, you know what? That's on the money.
Hey,
We don't have anything else.
that part of Kentucky, then you got down around like Wyoming County, West Virginia. Man, they just pump out fighters, and even the guys over there that don't train, like they're going and winning tough mans and going and like winning a lot of fights. Like Alex Davis came from over there, but they got a lot of dudes, man. Like everybody over there had an uncle or a dad or a grandpa who was a pro boxer, so they produce a lot, and it's a really small area, really small town, like population, not much.
That's kind of what I'm hoping with me doing this, because like where I'm from, I know there's a lot of people who's got like the small town nowhere mentality. Like they think because of where they're from, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that me doing this, I get more people involved.
Yeah.
Because just right now it's starting to actually get across East Kentucky. Like, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I went to school with that guy. Hey, have you seen what he's doing? Like, so I'm hoping to get people involved.
Yeah.
That's the end goal of everything, really.
Yeah, I'd like to see it, man, and I'm happy to give you a place to fight, and I'm trying to do events every month. And you talk to me a lot. You see, I struggle with it a little bit, but it's very time consuming. And then just filling a card every month. I mean, I was thinking back to when I was doing like 3 a year, how easy it was, and at the time I was thinking it was difficult. But like, God, dog, that was easy, man. That was so easy. And I had time to play video games and stuff still. Man, I miss video games. But I come in, I'm just always doing something. Like, all right, I got that wrapped up. All right, well, it's fight week for this one. All right, then after that, like, all right, now I gotta edit pictures and edit video and start matchmaking from 2 months from now, 3 months from now, and I'm working on contracts, and then like, oh, now it's fight week for this show, and this just never ends. But I love it. I love it, and I'm always doing something. I don't know if I have. No, I didn't do. You didn't make it on this set. So I don't know if I told you yet. We have some new line trading cards coming out.
Oh God,
there'll be a lot of them. Yeah, I don't have you on there.
Please God, have mine something to do with the hair.
Next year, I'm gonna get you on next year. It's like, all right, this box right here. I just now opened it a minute ago. This box right here is all just one fighter. This is one card. It's like 500 of the same card. We got a lot of these suckers. Pull one out. So, I don't know what's getting blurry, but
that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was actually really nice.
Yep. So,
I seen you guys post those. They're like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon on the bag. It's actually pretty fucking dope. I ain't even gonna lie. I
don't think I posted these anywhere. But then I got some too that are gonna have fighter autographs, which I gotta get out and get them. I'm gonna show you one here. I got the Preston Starcher card, the autograph card. So I just gotta get the autographs on them now. I don't know why it's getting blurry up here, but yeah. So every fighter in the set, I got 500 of their regular card, and then a limited number of autograph cards, which I gotta go get signed.
That's what we'll do. I'll get Mjolnir tattooed on my hand. It'll be like Mjolnir's +5 in dash strength or some shit.
So this is the 2024 set that's coming out. like I said, man, it's always something. I'm always working on something. That took me a little bit of time, editing pictures, getting all this stuff printed up. But hey, that's good. Those are good quality, man. That's as good as like Topps baseball cards and stuff.
Yeah, those are
So,
actually like really nice. They're good and flashy, everything. Like it all
hell
goes
yeah.
together. Those are
Mhm.
nice.
So yeah, man, excited about it. These cards, I mean, I worked hard to get them done. I didn't get you on this year's set. I think whenever I was designing those, yeah, I mean, I had to narrow it down to a certain number of fighters. But yeah, but if we do well, we'll have another set next year, and you'll be on it. I mean, heck, you're like one of the most active guys we have. You're on almost every event we have.
Yeah.
Probably,
I'm trying to stay active because I'm trying to get as many as I can. Like he said, we're actually trying to find somebody boxing wise that can make me
Yeah.
pay for any mistakes I make. So I get exposed, I fix them. We find somebody else and they do it, expose it, fix them because we want to get all that out of the way before I go pro. That way I don't have to worry about the little things.
that's a good mentality to have, man. I mean, a lot of guys are out here picking and choosing easy fights and trying. My cat's wanting up. Oh. Picking and choosing easy fights and trying to just build a record. You're over here wanting to get exposed. Let's find out like where my flaws are.
Yeah,
I
I
like
want that
that.
guy. Like if that guy can bait me in, make me do whatever, I want that. That way I can be like, okay, I've been here, done that. He exposed this. Let's learn off that.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk around and just beat on bums. Like,
Yeah.
Watch his first fight. He worked on everything he did wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I think I saw one of your fights from Williamson, maybe. And it was like the video I saw was like really bad. And I think you knocked somebody out in that one. I can't remember. And then I saw the fight you had from USA Boxing, and then you fought somebody really good. You hung in there with him too, but that dude was like just really, really good. I'd like to see y'all fight now.
we've actually
we want it.
we've actually discussed that, and I want it now because like if I was where I was at now, then that would have been a first round finish. 100%.
When was that? Like last summer, last fall?
I started training in March that year, and you know, like this guy's picky about getting debuts. But then, like for me to make a debut, he's like, "Nah, we'll fight this guy that's 3-1."
He's tough as hell. Put him in there.
Yeah. So he was like, he's got a hard head. We'll throw him in there. So he puts me in there with him, and like I went all 3 rounds, and ultimately, what we figure is Wiley stopped the fight because I got cracked to the left straight in the nose, and it actually broke my nose. Yeah. So like every time we bump or touch together, I had enough blood just poured out of my nose.
Well, USA Boxing, they will stop the fight faster, and I don't think they blood test either. So I'm pretty sure they'll stop it for any blood.
Yeah, if it's the exchange of blood,
if the blood's gonna get on your opponent, they're gonna stop the fight.
Yeah,
because you haven't been tested.
Because he did, he caught me with a left straight, and I moved right into it, and he rocked my world. He hit me so hard, man. He pushed my nose up and actually shoved my bone through the bottom of my septum.
Dog.
Oh, it was so bad, dude. I had like a little whistle when I breathed.
Lee didn't pop that back in there for you?
No, he didn't have to because he raked it back down my face and he pulled it back and it went. I said, yep.
Oh Lord. Well, so I know, we talked earlier about some of your goals, but off the air a little bit. Tell everybody what your ultimate goals are in combat sports, and where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Well, one goal is I would like to have the fight come here to Hazard, because like I got a lot of family that wants to come watch, but they don't want to travel.
Yeah.
And some of them financially just can't travel like that. So like if it come to Hazard, I'm telling you right now, it'd be a big ticket sale. Just off me, big ticket sale. I've got all kinds of family that would come, and actually probably half the people I work with in London would come because it's only an hour away.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them I work with in London want to come, but they live in London, and then that adds another hour and a half to their drive going forever. So, but honestly, like the end goal, the ultimate end goal of everything here is to go pro. And like, dude, I'm gonna take it as take it. Like it's
your
gonna be real
ultimate
nice.
goal. You're gonna fight Tyson Fury and land a low blow and put him down.
Hey,
And then tell everybody the referee had it wrong and that was a clean shot, right?
Yeah, there we go. Yep, that's it.
That's the goal.
If I can make it that far, there ain't no reason. It's heavyweights, man. There ain't no reason nobody can't make it that far.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like I said the last time. It's whoever can get that one shot or out cardio the other guy. That's in a nutshell. It's heavyweight boxing.
Yeah. Hey, we've seen how far you've came in your first year. So, I mean, I look forward to seeing where you're at, 1 year from now, 2 years from now. So just keep progressing and keep building that team. And y'all heard it here first. We're going to talk about trying to get a fighting hazard. So we'll do that. I'll need your help. What's that?
That's the glove.
I'm going through gloves really quick. I can't keep gloves, dude. No matter what I buy, I'm just busting them all to pieces. It's ridiculous. It's getting to be expensive.
Good Lord, man. You're going to have to get him some of those, big pillow gloves or something for sparring.
Yeah, like Foreman them used to wear. Yeah, dude, I'm going through gloves. My dad. I went through 6 pairs of gloves in a year.
I wonder if we can find a picture of Lee bleeding from the last event where you accidentally hit him backstage, hitting mitts.
Yeah, if you pay close attention to when he's standing there with me in the video, you can see the blood on his nose. It was funny because he held the mitt, and the way he held it, I thought he wanted to uppercut, but he didn't. So I hit it, and then he comes up and tells Elijah, he's like, he missed the fucking mitt.
I'm going to try to find that video.
It was funny.
Well, it's the same combo you knocked old boy out with. That's what we was practicing on the mitts back there in the backstage.
Yeah, and that's the one he hit you with backstage.
Yeah, it was funny too because being back there hitting mitts, like the power of it, you could hear thudding plumb up where everybody was announcing that.
Yeah, there was a guy that wanted to fight us back there, and then he heard Dakota hitting the mitts.
Actually, let's bring that up because this is funny. So, like in the beginning of the match, when Tristan was grappling, we was cheering him on, right? Well, this dude in front of us is like, "Are you talking shit? You want to spar? Want to fight?" I was like, "Dude, I'm the wrong one because we'll do it right here, right now." And then he's like, "Are you talking shit?" I was like, "No, I'm not talking shit." And he's like, "Oh, my bad, man, everything." And well, I go to warm up on my mitts, so we come up here a little bit where everybody can see us. And as I'm hitting mitts, he comes up and actually apologizes to me. And he was like, "Man, I don't want that smoke. I'm sorry." And just, I like to dive.
I'd like to find out who that was.
It wasn't during the grapple match. It was during that match when that boy kept getting suplexed.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. That was like the second fight.
Yeah, we was dying laughing because once you get suplexed so many times, it's just funny.
Yeah.
And we're all wrestlers except for him.
Yeah. I'm a brawler. I'm a technical brawler.
So we love the good suplex, let alone 3 of them back to back.
Travis was throwing Will around, and then Will was giving me a hard time because the thumbnail of the video has him mid-air flying, getting suplexed.
It would have been like a 5th or 6th time if he wouldn't have grabbed the hold of the cage that time.
Oh yeah, he grabbed it a few times. There was another one that night. Dude grabbed the cage pretty bad and still got slammed though.
But I mean, if you're getting slung around that bad, I don't blame him honestly. I'd reach for it too.
I believe Travis gassed out just from throwing the other guy around.
Yeah, for real.
Shoot. Well, you guys got any final words before we cut this one loose?
No, I'm ready to come do my thing.
We got old boy figured out. It's gonna be a bad night.
That's what we're looking at.
You hear that, Tyler Householder? You hear that?
If Dakota loses, he's walking home from match. So
and my fat ass ain't walking, Bubba.
He's fucking walking. If he loses.
I ain't walking. I barely run.
He's gonna walk 3 hours home, and they'll start having to call him meth head Thor.
Yeah, out there.
All right. Well, guys, I look forward to seeing y'all next weekend. It's gonna be a really good fight. You and Tyler Householder, main event for NLC Fight Night number 24. No, 23. I'm getting mixed up.
I think you should make it for that belt.
Well, yeah, it's 1-0 versus 1-0. We want our title contenders to have 3 fights. So we want our guys having 3 fights for a title. 3 fights
Gotcha.
and winning record. But you're right there. I mean, you are 2 fights away from it. So we might be talking about that soon. For the boxing title, I believe you're already qualified and you're ranked high enough to go after it. So I believe you're right there in contention for boxing and kickboxing.
Perfect.
If not, he's getting Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah next. Coming for
Elijah's gonna lose his mind. Everybody calling him out. He's trying to just like
Honestly,
walk
I
off.
think if it was me, he would get ready for it just to do it because he seems to like me awful good.
He does.
I think he would do it just for shits and giggles, honestly.
He's going like, I love that guy. Why is he calling me out?
Yeah, for real.
He's about to fight his buddy Tyler, and it was Tyler called Elijah out. I don't know how
Will
many
you tell
times.
this guy that your kickboxing belt is actually good? You do. It is too, can't it? The heavyweight kickboxing belt.
Rick Randolph, yeah.
Yeah. See, I tell you, I couldn't remember his name. I knew it was 4 letters. It was Rick. That was his name.
Yeah. Rick
Hasn't
Randolph.
spelled the past 5.
Yeah. Once I run out of
I don't
fingers,
know.
toes, dude. I start sweating.
I don't know what his record is, but he has ran through everybody here. He goes by the Beast when he fights on Street Beefs.
Yeah, I watched some of his fights. He's actually not a bad kickboxer. The dude's actually good. Like he's actually really good, actually.
Did Peyton call
Yeah,
you?
I told her I'll run our money over in a minute. Well, oh yeah, I gotta go. yeah, Rick's really good. I don't know what his record is. He's fought like hundreds of times because he does all these underground. He fights every weekend somewhere, but not all of them are sanctioned. So they're not. I know he's like in sanctioned fights.
I
He's
was telling
like,
you that. That's what I was trying to tell you. Was like he's been on Street Beefs. He's fit
Yeah.
that one. There's another one, man. It's like Street Beefs, but it ain't. I can't remember what it's called. But they actually fight inside of it. They got a ring and everything that they fight inside of. They just like it's like you was talking about a while ago. If 2 guys in the crowd want to fight.
yeah, he travels. He travels, dude. He lives in Chicago, but he'll fight all over the country.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to hear he's fought out of the country, like in unsanctioned events. But he's legit, man. And I really wish he would go pro, but he has no interest in going pro. So he's 40 years old, great shape. So he's a couple months older than me, terrific shape.
Well, I mean, from my standpoint, I mean, if I was him, I would do it just so I was actually getting something out of it, being paid to do it. You know, I mean, that's
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's his main job. I don't think it is his main job, but he's a coach at one of the UFC gym in Chicago, like the gym that UFC owns. Like he's hired to coach some classes there. So I mean, he's at least recognized enough to be a coach at one of those places.
right.
He's definitely got the tools and the knowledge, and I'm sure he's a great coach. But yeah, a really good fighter.
It would be. It'd be a perfect fight for me because he'd be a guy to expose me.
Yeah, for boxing or kickboxing. Yeah.
If Coach can't expose you, then no one's going to.
Yeah.
That'd be the perfect match.
Well,
We'll work on that.
I'm going to have to run, and but guys, it was good talking to you, and we'll see you next Saturday. Main event with Taylor Householder.
Hey, what time do I got to be there? Well, I got you.
4?
What time's got to be there?
4.
4.
I need to announce that. I don't know if I've announced that yet. I'll let everybody know at 4 o'clock. All right. Thanks, guys.